Hi, welcome to this short explainer video on the phases of the moon illustration assignment, Science 18.3, that is due Friday, January 20th, 2023. Let's start by reviewing our language and learning goals for the assignment. Our learning goals are: I recognize that the moon's phases are regular and predictable, and I can describe the cycle of its phases. And I can illustrate the phases of the moon in drawings and models. And our language goals are: I can talk about the moon using words like phase, new moon, full moon, waxing, waning, crescent, gibbous, and lunar. You have 4, possibly 5 choices for this assignment. The first one is draw it. Draw and label the 8 moon phases. OREO cookies, where you use Oreos to model the 8 moon phases. A moon puzzle, where you'll use construction paper to make a puzzle to show the 8 moon phases. Animate it using the skills you gained last week and make an animation showing the 8 moon phases. Or if you have a brilliant idea for something different that you'd like to do, maybe that's a great option for you. Just make sure you run it by me first. Here's some more details about the draw it option. If you choose this option, you're going to be drawing your own diagram of the moon's phases, like this one that I did. And then you'll take a close and clear picture of your drawing to attach it to the assignment. Now, you have to make sure that you clearly review the rubric before you begin any assignment. The resources included for you are a video where I made a speed drawing of my drawing for this choice, and there's an example, which is showing you what work that a student did, which is a picture of what a 4 would look like on this assignment in the draw it option. OREO cookies. Yum. They're one of my favorite kind of cookies, and they're so fun for this assignment. If you choose this option, you'll use OREO cookies. You do have to buy them yourself. I'm not able to provide the Oreos to you. But if you can get OREO cookies or you already have some, this could be a really good option for you. You use the OREO cookies to model the 8 moon phases. Then take a clear and close picture of your drawing to attach to the assignment. But if you choose this one, I also want a picture of you eating the cookies afterwards, a really fun one. So again, make sure that you carefully review the rubric before beginning and turning in your illustration. The resources for you are a video, a quick demonstration of how to make the moons out of Oreos, and a Google Doc, which is a resource for you to prepare your illustration. Moon puzzle. If you choose this option, you're going to use paper, probably construction paper, to make a puzzle that shows the moon's 8 phases. Then take a close and clear picture of your drawing and attach it to the assignment. Again, make sure you're carefully reviewing the rubric. The resources for this option are a video with clear instructions on how to make the moon puzzle and an example. Again, another sample of what a 4 looks like on this assignment. Okay, for the animated option, you'll use Google Slides or other animation software if you choose to model the moon's phases. You'll turn in either the completed Google Slides if you chose that, or a video file of your animation. And you got it. You have to review the rubric before turning it in to make sure that you didn't miss anything. And the resources for this option are a video with instructions on using the Google Slides, an example of what a 4 would look like on this assignment using Google Slides, and a template. You'll be able to link to a template that has the shapes that you need to create this animation on Google Slides. Do you have another idea? If you have a really creative idea that you think would really work for showing the phases of the moon, run it by me and see if it meets all of the criteria for this assignment. If it does, that's awesome. I really look forward to seeing other creative options by other students. Your resource in this case is just to email me, describe what you'd like to do, and I'll either ask some questions to clarify or let you know that you're good to go. Okay, I mentioned the rubric 4 or 5 times here, so it is included in this slide deck. We will go over it briefly. You will go over it in detail before you turn in your assignment to make sure that you didn't miss anything. First, you need to demonstrate all 8 phases of the moon. And a 4 in this looks like my illustration clearly shows all 8 phases of the moon in the correct order, and my illustration has hardly any mistakes. If it has mistakes, they're very small. Next, you have to demonstrate that the moon orbits the Earth. And a 4 on that one looks like my illustration includes arrows that clearly show the direction the moon revolves around the Earth. This part of my illustration is essentially error-free. Next, you have to demonstrate that the lunar phases are caused by the sun's rays illuminating different parts of the moon. An excellent, or a 4, I included the sun in my illustration. My illustration clearly and accurately shows how the sun's rays illuminate different parts of the moon at different times. And last but not least, you need to use academic vocabulary to label all 8 moon phases, the Earth and the Sun. And yes, spelling and capitalization do count. A 4 in vocabulary, spelling, and capitalization looks like I used the following scientific vocabulary correctly: new moon, full moon, half moon, or quarter moon, or first quarter, last quarter, waning, waxing, crescent, and gibbous. My illustration is neatly and correctly labeled with few or no errors in spelling or capitalization.